what do you think goes through the mind of Vince Anderson right now? Like, you are ready, your opponent walked out, he's about to enter the cage, he's got to go back because he forgot some equipment. Like, is it postponing the inevitable? Does it get into your head? Are you, like, do you get in the zone even more? Like, what? So, what goes through your mind in spots like this?
Yeah, it used to be a common tactic back in the day. I remember Vitor Belfort staying backstage for an extended period.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 2 is presented by Sterling Bowl, your full-service bowling center with food and drink on the corner of 24 Highway in Sterling. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Vince Anderson. And fighting out of the red corner, Collen Divers. Your referee is Nick Nolte.
Referee Nick
Went over the rules in the back. You got any questions? You want to touch gloves? Do it now. Come out fighting.
Let's go.
Veteran of Kansas City MMA, Nick Nolte here brings the two fighters to the center of the cage as they touch gloves. Ready to go here for round 1.
Oh, man, heavy punches thrown early.
Yeah, Divers countered with a big right hand and tied up in the clinch and is able to secure a takedown. Anderson's doing a good job of trying to keep those overhooks so Divers can't posture up, but he drops him down there and now has the room he needs to land big strikes.
Dropping bombs is Collen Divers. This is a beautiful ground and pound. Positionally, he's staying very calm, even though this is pretty high paced very early on in this round, and he's doing a really good job of positionally stifling Vince Anderson here.
Looks like Divers is holding on to the head here. He has a half guard. How difficult is that to finish there, Megan? Being in half guard with the guillotine?
It can be a little bit hard from the half guard position. They have that leg and they're able to be able to create some space. If he didn't have that leg, he would be in a much worse position. So for Anderson here, he is definitely doing a smart job of holding onto that leg to be able to create space.
Here Divers pops his head out and is now looking to rain down some more ground and pound, still in the half guard of Divers. He passes over in the mouth now, though. See if he can posture up and land those big strikes.
Oh, man. Oh, that's some heavy, heavy ground and pound here. Anderson really needs to move, otherwise that's a lot of damage that he's taking right now. So hopefully he can, he's doing the right things. He's bridging. He's trying to grab an arm, move to half guard, and create space and nullify that damaging ground and pound that Collen Divers is throwing down. But man, he's positionally just so strong, man.
Yeah, you can see Divers is controlling those hands, but it looks like Anderson's able to slip out the back. Spinning back fist there from Collen Divers.
Nice show of athleticism there and awareness to what Anderson was doing.
10 seconds left in the round.
What a round, Matt. What a round.
What a round. Just like we talked about, these guys were nonstop from the start. And even in a bunch of grappling exchanges, it's nonstop movement, nonstop change of position, and that can be exhausting. But both these guys still looking ready to go.
And Anderson was doing all the right things, but, man, Collen Divers positionally was just too strong. He had an answer for everything that Vince Anderson threw at him. And even though here we see him trying to scramble up, create space, he just didn't have that urgency to get back up and reverse the position.
Yeah, it seemed that Anderson had a little more of a jiu-jitsu-oriented approach, whereas Collen Divers was content to stay on top in more of a wrestling position and land down strikes. Let's see if Anderson can stay on his feet this time and land some big strikes standing. These guys are off for round 2. Big head kick just outside of range.
Visually, Vince Anderson is wearing a lot of that damage from round 1, and interested to see, how much fight he does have left in him. He looks physically a little bit exhausted, and man, to be positionally dominated like that by Collen Divers, that's a lot to take.
Divers is right back to raining down heavy strikes here in round 2. And like you said, Megan, even if you are a very well-conditioned athlete, taking strikes like that is going to wear you out.
Oh yeah, any time you are caught with unanswered strikes in the positions like this, it's just, oh, there it goes. Ref steps in.
Nick Nolte steps in. He had seen enough. Collen Divers will get the victory here. Really dominated the whole fight positionally.
Oh, 100%. Positionally, he rode very well from top, and he just had an answer for everything. It was like he was one step ahead the entire fight, and Anderson just didn't have enough weapons to be able to turn it around.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looked like Anderson had some good ideas on what he wanted to do, and didn't just sit still and take strikes, but once you've taken so many, it's hard to keep moving continually, and Collen Divers was able to take advantage of that and land the strikes until referee Nick Nolte stepped in. We will send it inside the cage to Steven St. John to make the fight official.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 53 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO out of the red corner, Collen Divers.